Good morning, Manandal. My name is Vishwaraj USB, Senior Scale Lecturer in English, Government Polytechnic, Kerpete. Welcome to this session. Today's session is about Unit 5. I hope all of you know Communication Skills Unit 5 contains some commonly confused words. For effective communication, being aware about these commonly confused words is very important and essential. You know, English language can create lot of confusion sometimes, whether it is related to pronunciations or words, right? Today's topic is about that confusion, and it's especially for those who want to aspire more about English, and it's especially for those students who are appearing for any exams. This session will be a great help for those students. So why to wait? Let's begin quickly. Now, session outcomes. At the end of the session's outcomes will be the following. After the session, you're going to know about these following points. So let's see one by one. First, we come to know about what are homonyms and where do we use homonyms and their different significance, that means different meaning. And in this session, we're going to discuss about homonyms, the word homonyms definition, from which language the word homonyms borrowed to English, and especially their usage. So we are going to use homonyms along with some examples and explanations. And as well as we're going to know about homophones. Along with homonyms, we know about identical pronunciations. So homophones have some identical pronunciations we're going to discuss in this unit, in this session, and their different spellings and different meanings. So after we're going to use some homophones with examples and explanations. So like homonyms and homophones, we know about homographs and their different pronunciations and their different meanings. So these three words have some different pronunciations and different meanings we are going to know in this session, and we use homographs with examples and explanations. In subsequent slides, we are going to use some examples to understand these three words, and we are going to know about their explanations. And the overall outcome of this session will be the identification of homonyms, homophones, homographs, and use them in communication. So these are all about session outcomes. I hope you have understood about session outcome. Now, content. The content of the session will be the following. So let's see one by one. Introduction to commonly confused words. In this session, we're going to give introduction to commonly confused words and definition to homonyms. I have already mentioned you. We're going to discuss about homonyms. So we're going to know the definition about homonyms, commonly used homonyms with examples and explanations. So we're going to discuss homonyms with examples and explanations, and we have definition to homophones also, and like that we have some examples and explanations about homophones, and we have definition to homographs, and we use homographs along with some examples and explanations. So these are the content, and at last we have MCQ. The abbreviation of MCQ means multiple choice questions. So we have multiple choice questions. So these multiple choice questions will help us to expect the questions from the forthcoming examinations. So these are the content of the session. So let's go to the introduction to commonly confused words. So I have already told you this session is related to homonyms, homophones, and homographs, and I will be explaining about their differences in this session. You know, if we talk altogether homonyms, homophones, and homographs, there can be quite confusion. There can be quite confusing, but after watching this session, there won't be any confusion. I request all of you to watch the session from the beginning till the end. So introduction to commonly confused words. Some commonly confused words are, I have already mentioned, homonyms, homophones and homographs. You can see here. These three words have one common prefix called homo. Homo means, in Greek language, homo means same or similar. In Greek language, homo means same and similar, and onoma meaning name. In Greek, onoma meaning name. The word homonyms come from the Greek word homonymos. Homonymos means in Greek language same or similar. So homonyms are those words which have the same pronunciation, same spelling, and they have different meaning. So this is what the word homonyms is going to mean. Next, definition to homonyms. In previous slide I have already explained about the meaning of homonyms. Homo means same and nym means name. Homo means same and nym means name. Homonyms have same pronunciation and same spellings. Homonyms have same pronunciation and same spelling. They are same both in written or spoken. But homonyms have different meanings. So homonyms are those words which have same pronunciation, same spelling, but they have different meanings. So let's see some more examples on homonyms. For example, the word kind can mean things having similar characteristics or having or showing a friendly generosity. The word kind, it has same pronunciation and same spelling, but it's going to give different meaning. For example, if we use the word kind in two different sentences, the sentences will be like this. One example here, a kind of food. A kind of food means a type of food. Here it going to mean the type of food having or similar characteristics. And in second example, a kind man. A kind man means here kind stands for having or showing a friendly generosity. A kind-hearted man, a kind man. So we can call like that. So let's see another example. The word book can mean a written or printed work or buy in advance. For example, I read an interesting book. I read an interesting book. Here book stands for noun. Noun means, I hope all of you know, noun is the name of a place, things, persons, etc. It can be called as a naming word. So here book stands for noun. And in second example, I book a flight. Here book stands for verb. Verb is a word which shows one of the actions of the subject and object. So we can call it a verb. Here it gives the meaning of having or showing buy in advance. Here book gives the meaning of buy in advance. Like this we have two more examples on homonyms. The word bear. Bear can mean both carry the weight of or a large or heavy mammal. So it can give the two meaning. One is carry the weight of or a large heavy mammal. Here the example, he has to bear the burden of family. Here bear means carry the weight of. She saw a bear in forest. Here bear means a large heavy mammal. That means in Kannada we called kardi anta ನಾವು ಕರೀತೀವಿ in Kannada. So like this, the homonyms are those words which have same pronunciation, same spellings, but they have different meanings. So here we have one more example on homonyms. Bat. The word bat can mean both a cricket instrument or an animal. So it's going to convey the two meaning. BAT, bat. It's going to convey the two meaning. One meaning is a cricket instrument and another meaning an animal. For example, he attacked him with cricket bat. Here bat stands for a wooden instrument which is used to play cricket. And in second example, as dusk fell, bats began to fly between the trees. As the dusk fell, bats began to fly between the trees. Here bats stands for, bats means a flying nocturnal animal, like this. So this is about homonyms. I hope all of you have understood about homonyms. So homonyms are those words which have same pronunciations and same spellings, but they have different meanings. Now definition to homophones. Homo means same and phone means sound. So homo means same and phone is related to sound. So homophones have the same pronunciation, but they have different spellings and different meanings. So homophones are those words which have the same pronunciation, but they have different spellings and different meanings. For example, the word meat, meat, M-E-E-T, meat, M-E-A-T, meat, which have the same pronunciation, but their spellings are different, but they convey different meanings. So these are homophones. Let's see some more examples on homophones. I have already mentioned homophones sound the same, but their meanings and spellings are different. Here, examples on homophones, the words one and one, O-N-E one and W-O-N one, W-O-N one. These two words pronounce or sound the same, but they have different spellings and they have different meanings. ONU1 means number, WON1 means victory. In Kannada, Vijaya anno meaning barutte. So if we use these two words in two different sentences, the sentences will be like this. One. For example, no one attended the meeting. Here no one, ONU1. One means number. Here it shows the number. No one attended the meeting. Yaru kuda meeting anna attend madlilla anno artha barutte illi in Kannada. One, WON 1. Indian cricket team won yesterday's match. So Indian cricket team won yesterday's match means ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ವಿಜಯವನ್ನ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, homophones are those words which have same sound but they have different spellings and different meanings. Here we have some more examples on homophones. The word affect and effect can sound the same but meanings and spellings are different. The word AFFECT affect and EFFECT effect sound the same but their meanings and spellings are different. For example, my bad sleeping habit will affect my work. My bad sleeping habit will affect my work. Here affect stands for verb and here it's going to give the meaning of make a difference or something change happen, like this. It's going to convey the meaning. My sleeping habit will have a bad effect on my work. So here also effect going to give the meaning of a difference or change something. Prabhava beerodu annodagatte in Kannada. So like this, so homophones are those words which have the same pronunciation, same sound, but they have different spellings and different meanings. No and no, KNOW, no, NO, no. If we use these two words in one sentence, the sentence will be no, I don't know about it. Here no, 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 I don't know, KNOW, know about it. No means it's going to convey the negative meaning. KNOW know means ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ತಿಳಿದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್, ನನಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ on examples on homophones. Some more examples here on homophones. Let's see the words SIGHT site, SITE site and CITE site. You can observe they have same pronunciation. These three words have same pronunciation, but they have different spellings and they have different meanings. Can sound the same, but they have different spellings and conveys different meanings. For example, my grandmother has a long sight. Here SIGHT sight means drushti. Long sight means dura drushti anno meaning barutte. My grandmother has a long sight. In second example, we have a site in Bengaluru city. Here SIT site means niveshana, khali niveshana anno meaning barutte. He was cited for his outstanding achievements. So he was cited for his outstanding achievements. Here cited means he mentioned he is known for his outstanding achievements, like that it is going to convey the meaning. So these three words have same pronunciations, but they have different spellings and they convey different meanings. So these are all about homophones. I hope you have understood about homophones. So now let's go to definition to homographs. The third major words are homographs. So here also we have one common prefix called homo. Homo means, I have already told you, same or similar, and here graph denotes something written or something drawn, like this. Homo means same or similar and graph means something written or drawn. So homographs have the same spellings, different pronunciation. So homographs are those words which have the same spellings, but they have different pronunciations and they have different meanings. These words are called homographs. For example, if you see the word wind, W-I-N-D, wind can mean both airs in motion or twist something. So the word wind can pronounce in two ways. One is wind, another one is wind. Wind means airs in motion and wind means twist something. So this is about homographs. So I hope you have understood about homographs. So let's go to the examples on homographs. So for example, if we take the word minute, so we can pronounce the word minute in two ways. One is minute, another one is minute. Here minute means a tiny or small. Minute means a unit of time. So the word minute, it has the same spelling, but it has different pronunciation and it has different meanings. For example, if we use the word minute and minute in two different sentences, the sentences will be like this. He explained about all minute points. He explained about all minute points. Here minute means small or tiny points, like this. In second example, she will meet you in a minute. Here minute means a unit of time. Unit of time. So we can use these words in our conversation also. So I will see you in a minute, like this we use. So next let's see one more example on homographs. The word lead and led. So we can pronounce the word lead in two different way. One is lead. Lead means lead the people, leader, like this we use. And another one is lead. Lead, it's a metal. It's a kind of metal. The word lead can be used for a kind of metal, and lead for lead people, like this. For examples, lead is a useful metal in plain building. Lead is a useful metal in plain building. And in second example, a good leader is one who leads simply life. Here leader stands for Nayaka ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. The word lead, it can pronounce in two way. One is lead, another one is leader. Lead means a metal, leader means lead people, like this. So here we have two more examples on homographs. The word sow can mean both to put seeds in soil, or saw means a female pig. Saw. In two way we can pronounce the word SOW. Saw. For example, farmers sow seeds during the monsoon season. The farmers sow seeds during the monsoon season. Here sow means put seeds for future growth. In second example, we brought an adult female sow. Here sow means a female pig. For female pig we are going to call it as sow. Saw, like this. Like that, we have one more example on homographs. Let's see it. The word live, live, and we can pronounce it as live. Live means remain or alive. Live means inanimate or not dead, like this. If we use this word in two different sentences, the sentences will be like this. He lives in Delhi. He lives in Delhi means ಅವನು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ. So we can use it in like this. We can see live animals in zoo. We can see live animals in zoo. Live means not dead, inanimate animals. So these are about homophones, homonyms, and homographs. So I hope you have understood about these words. Now I am going to explain these homonyms, homophones, and homographs all together in short. You can see here in the slide, homonyms have the same spelling, same pronunciation, but they have different meaning. So they are called homonyms. Homonyms are those words which have same spelling, same pronunciation, but they have different meanings. For example, bank. We have two bank, BANK bank. One bank means river bank, another bank means a financial institution. Like this, we can get so many homonyms through internet or through YouTube. We can collect so many homonyms. And one more homonym, band. A musician group. One band means a musician group, another band means wristband. So like this we can use many homonyms. Homonyms are those words which have same pronunciation, same spelling, but they have different meaning. So let's go to homophones. Homophones have different spelling, but they have same pronunciation and they have different meanings. So for example, BUY, buy, BY, buy. BUY, buy means it's a verb. I'm going to buy a new car next month. ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. BY, buy means it's a preposition. So the preposition buy. And we have NOT not, KNOT not. NOT not, KNOT not. So like this we can get many homophones through net. And let's go to homographs. So homographs have same spelling, but they have different pronunciations and they have different meanings. So homographs are those words which have same spelling and they have different pronunciations and they have different meanings. So for example, bow, 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 bow. Bow means B-O-W, bow means bend upper part of the body in order to show respect. Another bow means a ribbon folded and knotted, which is used to wear in collar, especially in blazer. So like this we use, and I have already mentioned wind, wind. Like this we have so many homographs. So we can collect many homographs, homophones and homonyms through net. By referring grammar books we can collect. So these are all about these three major words which have different spelling and different pronunciations. They have different meanings. So sometimes they're going to convey, sometimes they're going to create confusion in our conversation, in our writings. So if we go through these with these words, there won't be any confusion. I hope all of you have understood about these three words. Now go to the multiple choice questions. So here we have multiple choice questions and along with two options. So we have to select the right answer here. He brought a dash shirt yesterday. K-N-E-W new, N-E-W new. Which one is applicable? N-E-W new is applicable here. My friend owns a dash farm. D-A-R-Y, D-I-A-R-Y. Here D-A-I-R-Y, first one is the right answer. My grandmother has a dash site. I have already mentioned S-I-G-H-T site means Drushti. S-I-T site means Niveshana, Kali Niveshana meaning barate. Here S-I-G-H-T site is the right answer. I want to dash you tomorrow. Yes, E-E-C. S-E-A-C. Here S-E-E-C is the right answer. I want to see you tomorrow. Yesterday I met a dash in college. Principal, principal. Here P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. Principal is the right one. So let's see some more multiple choice questions here. We went to our friend dash day party. B-A-R-T-H birth, B-I-R-T-H birth. Here B-I-R-T-H birth is the right answer. My teacher gave me dash for my hard work. Compliment and complement. Here C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N, compliment is the right answer. It is dangerous to touch power pole with dash hands. Bear, bear. Here B-A-R-E, bear is the right word. He does not want his team to dash a match. Lose, lose. Here L-O-S-E, lose is the applicable answer. I want to dash my car. S-E-L-L, sell, C-E-L-L, sell. Here S-E-L-L, sell is the right answer. So I hope all of you have understood about these three commonly confused words. They are homonyms, homophones and homographs. So these words sometimes can create a lot of confusions in our conversations. So if we go through with these three words along with some examples and some explanations, so it will help us to overcome from all the confusions, and we can use English language effectively. And thank you very much.